In this video, we're going to show you how to remove a green screen from MiClone video to create a transparent background. First, we're going to drop our background onto track 1. And then we're going to drag the other two files into the following tracks. Tara off would be in track 2, and Tara on would be in track 3. Now your MiClones might be labeled differently and look differently, obviously, depending on which one you choose. But the on version is going to have the lips moving, and you can see that here. And then the Tara off will have the lips not moving, which will give us the illusion that she's being lip synced once you do the manual edit of the lip syncing, which is in a previous video, which will be video 2. Okay, so now that we have our videos in place, we want to resize her to any size that we wish. So we're going to move her over, and I'm going to shrink her until I'm satisfied. And then we're going to do the same thing with the next video. I'm going to drag that down to the same height, and then move that over to the right. And now we have our 2 videos in place. Okay, now we can go ahead and remove the green screen. We're going to start by turning the Tara on off so that we can't see her. And then we're going to come to the left here and select Visual Effects, select Remove a Color, and drag that onto the Tara off layer. And then you're going to come to the right, select the color picker, and then select the green, and that's going to remove the green screen. If you're familiar with this on Camtasia, then you know that you have to play with these dials to get the green off just right. This is why I highly recommend using DaVinci Resolve, because they have a couple of steps that you take and it instantly removes the green screen and it looks wonderful. But if you're used to Camtasia and you're familiar with how to use this, then by all means, go for it. In the meantime, we can play with our dials until we're satisfied. And then once we're satisfied, we have to keep these numbers in mind because we're going to want to mimic that onto the GS Tara on. So you probably have to jot that down on a piece of paper so you can write that in. Or we could just bounce back and forth and cut and paste the different levels. We'll do that right now. So let's go to Tara on. Okay, we want to do the same thing. Remove color. Drag that onto the layer. And then go ahead and remove the green screen by using the color picker. Now notice she's not in proper place, so first, of course, we want to do that first. We see she's in. Okay, and now this is where it gets a little fun. So we need to copy and paste each one of these levels. So we're going to start by doing this. Copy. And now come here. And then drop it in, paste, enter. And you're going to need to do that for each of the levels. So I'm just going to do that very quickly. And that should be it. So let's take a look and make sure we're good here. Oops, keep putting these markers there. Sorry. Okay, so we have that and this. Okay, looks like we're good. So now we're going to press play and make sure that there are no issues. Yep, and she looks great. The next step would be to enter in the audio layer and then manually lip sync her by editing the top layer video, which is explained in video 2 using DaVinci Resolve. It's the same exact process. You can just follow along and do the same exact thing in Camtasia video. I also want to note that if you wanted to put her on the left-hand side instead of the right, all you have to do is select the video layer, go up to the Y rotation window and enter in 180, of course. And then you want to do the same exact thing on the next layer. Enter 180, enter. And then you can just slide her over to the left side and then do the same thing with the other layer. Make sure she's absolutely perfect in there. And then you can go ahead and edit the lip sync accordingly. Okay, I hope you have fun with this, and we look forward to seeing what you create.